Hi, this is Lleooneiro, and this is my head on a blanket, and we're teaching Kabbalah today. This is part 5. So, now we have Tree of Life, and we have the 12 paths in between it, 22 paths, right, that are the Hebrew letters. It's also been illustrated by the tarot, okay? And people go, oh, well, the tarot's only existed for 1900 years, or 1600 years. Okay, fine. Everything's what you've been told by Carl Sagan and Freemasons, and you know everything, so just shut this off. And go be a good whatever you are. Okay, have fun. Have fun. They've had all this shit for a long time. If you haven't figured that out yet, I don't know what to say to you. All the technology that we're getting now is a 60-year life in the lab before they bring it out to the public. So that means right now, in 2026, I was born in 1980. All this shit we have right now, and that we're talking about, all the A and everything like that, they had this in the 60s ready to go. Right? So you got to start figuring this shit out. What the hell is going on and how bad we're being lied to and manipulated here and why they're doing it. So we have the Tree of Life now. Now, the Tree of Life is only one thing, right? With sacred geometry and all that goes into, right, you have the seed that becomes the tree that produces the flower and the fruit, right? And the seed would be 6 spheres with 7 in the middle. The tree is 10, right? And it's fallen, right? So you got the 2 that are missing, which are the lunar nodes. Get into that later, right? And also creates a vortex. A vortex is knowledge, right? No ledge, right? Because knowledge, what are you going to do with it, right? It's great, but by itself, it's just knowledge, right? And knowledge is power, right? But it has to work with something else. Power by itself is static. It has to be dynamic, so it has to work with something else. Okay. So, 22 paths, 10 spheres. Add it together, we got 32. Right? What a number, because you know what comes next, 33. So once it's activated, right, all together as one, 33. Now that number 33 is interesting in nature. It's something that the cults and Freemasons have all adapted into what they're doing, because a lot of them are teaching this limitedly to the people that go join them. Right? But they're not teaching them the whole shebang. You want to learn the whole shebang? You can look inside yourself, the places I've mentioned before. Keep looking, keep digging, learn every system you come across, and keep asking the questions, and use the things I'm telling you here, and you'll see what the truth is and what you can do with this information practically. Not just, put it on a t-shirt somewhere and wave it around and say, hey, I know this. Great, big deal. What are you going to do with it, right? You can use it practically in your life to start seeing through things, interpret art, interpret propaganda, interpret everyday life, and see the beauty of the universe in every single thing you look at all day, all the time. And it'll become and up to you at that point, right? Because you can have all this knowledge, still nothing with it, right? But it's up to you. If you look at that, you see that and you treasure it, you'll realize the power that you have, and that this is just a waking, static, consistent dream. You can't prove one or the other is more real than the next. Enjoy it, embrace it, be love, vibrate with love, and enjoy life, and be as kind as you can to everyone you meet. Do no harm, take no shit. It's not easy. We're not perfect. We don't have to be, but always try to be better. I should be better. So 33, great number. Not going to get the whole thing because that would take forever, right? The basic uses of 33 you're going to find, like the Fahrenheit system, right, with 32 teeth and a tongue, 33 vertebrae in our spine. Once we reach 33 years old, Christ died at 33, right, died on the Golgotha, which means skull, right? There's 28 bones in the skull, 28 bones in the hand. The phoenix, right, is 33 degrees. A symbol of 33 degrees is also the Star of David. If you count all the points and the spaces on the star and the star itself and the spaces contained in, you will find 33. Okay? It's all about the phoenix and the rise of the phoenix. The phoenix is what? The immortal bird that lives forever because it dies and builds a nest in the heart of the palm, right? And then rises again, right? So there's a thing there in numbers too you got to look at. From 26 to 33 and 34. Very important. Okay, I can get all the numbers later, but this is very important because they're also doing this by years. They're also playing this by years, right? They're doing tarot by years, and they're using the years to help their plan forward using this progression through time. Okay, so 26 is a very important number, the year we're in now, because 26 is 13 plus 13, right? 13 is the middle spot in Metatron's cube, that negative space I was telling you about, that void, right? It's also the word for love in Hebrew, right? So 13 plus 13 is 26. 26 is YHVH, that's Yahweh. Okay, that is another name for the God, the Tetragrammaton, the 4-letter word God, right? So this is a big year for them. And the way they symbolize it is through the 13th letter in the English language, which is M, and B, because B, as you see, is written like 1 and 3, right? So BB, MB, MM, MB, all that. You look for that in artists and movies and stuff, BB Netanyahu, right? And you'll start to see where these people they tag their names, just like graffiti artists or any artist would, or any creative endeavor, because they want you to see what they're doing. And it's not just because, they have to tell you first. It's not just that. It's because it's the way the system works. It's like you have to charge it up, like in magic, like rituals or sigils. You make a talisman, right? You put your intention in the talisman and the shape and everything and the words and the letters, and you forge it, and you say it out loud, right? And you keep using it, and you keep embedding it and saying it over and over again until it doesn't make sense, and sing it into a song, right? Make an album out of it, or painting, everything you can, right? To just make that idea that you created in that talisman work. And why does it work? It works. It just does. You plant it in the lower dimensions, and it rises to the higher dimensions if you make it happen. It's that simple. And this information, of course, can be used for great good or great evil, and you don't have to use it at all. You can live your whole life without knowing this, and most people understand that, right? And it's not bad to know it, and especially now when it's being used against you so much, and it's hard to understand what the hell is going on. So if you can handle it without understanding it, great, go right ahead, it's fine. But people that know it, don't look down on them, because that doesn't mean they're inherently bad or anything. It's what you do with it that matters, right? That's part of it.